It's our second morning at Bergsig. The action's been relatively slow until the early hours of this morning, when the fish really started getting active and really started getting their heads down. And I had 3 during the early hours of the morning. So I'd really like the other oaks to catch some fish as well. So we're going to rotate the spots and hopefully land a few more chunks.
But it's a fucking nice fish. The eye, check how the eye looks now.
Yeah, that looks good. Okay boys, so ons is nou seker nog so 'n uur of so oor. Ons volgende op, so hopelik kan ons nog so enetjie land.
Yeah, so like you said, it's basically in the dying hours of the session now. It's been relatively slow. You know, we started off relatively slow, scratch our heads around, you know, what exactly is going on. I was fortunate enough to, during the early hours of the second morning, actually get into a fish or two. But you know, I had my fun, and I thought, you know, did a good thing of rotating the spots to give all the boys a chance of catching a fish.
At the moment, it has been very difficult. I think at this time there's only been 2 areas that's produced in this whole lake. So fishing, you know, fish for fish just made it seem a bit more fair, if I must say. I started my session off with spomming. I put a lot of bait out. There's a big cold front coming through on the weekend, so I thought, me put the bait out, get the heads down just before the front. And unfortunately, the way my line was laying, I just wasn't getting fish. Eventually, once we decided to team up and take all the rods out and place them strategically, we had 1 rod on the baited area from the opposite bank, and I think that spot produced 5 or 6 fish. Wow. I managed to land one just over 30 pounds, so I was quite happy. It definitely paid off, the hard work paid off in that sense. It has been difficult.
It's like Ants mentioned, it might have been something with the bait presentation. I mean, I was fishing a small pop-up on hinges and I got my fish on that.
My vorige session het ek 'n baie goeie session gehad waar ek gelukkig was om 'n veer te land tussen die vis wat ons gekry het. En my presentation was heeltemal anders as wat ons die vis nou opgekry het. Ek het 'n snowman gefish. So hierdie keer het dit gelyk asof hulle kleiner bytes gesoek het. Hulle wou nie groter bytes gehad het nie, so.
Yes, definitely, and for some reason, you know, feeding small bits of crushed boilies and pellet and whatnot over the rig rather. So but we got the fish in the end. So like you said, Ants, really hope, I mean, there's a few hours left. Really hope you can get into one.
Ja, verseker. Maar soos Brian ook gesê het, Brian het redelik baie uitgespom. En ons kon dit gesien het in van die vis wat ons in die, jy weet, so 3, 4 uur in die oggend gekry het wat ons gesê het vir behoorlike foto's. Dat hulle wel op die voer was.
They were feeding,
so,
yes.
Ek dink daai spots wat Brian gefish het hom redelik afgesny van die angle wat ons gedoen het. So ek dink hierdie hele ding wat ons geskuif het het definitief 'n groot verskil gemaak. Veral as 'n span saamgewerk. Dit het definitief afbetaal.
It's yeah, definitely an approach we will think more about in future sessions. Maybe sleep on the dam wall or just behind the dam wall or however. But yeah, that's we'll come back.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I even had my go-to pop-ups out. I mean, my almonds and my isotonic and pineapples, freshly glugged. It was perfect, but I just don't think at the time it was the right positions with the line lay.
Must
But
have
once
been.
we teamed up, it definitely showed that line lay is actually a big factor.
It is, yeah, it is.
Definitief. Hoopelik is ek volgende eerste op die loetjies.
Definitely, you get first choice of swim or area next time.
Yeah.
So
So hopefully we get one more, and yeah, it'll be an epic session.
if not, looking forward to the next one.
Definitely.
Shot, boys.
Lekker man.